Snaps are closures used for overlapping edges. They may be used to quick rig shirts or bodices for changes that need to happen quickly during a show. They may also be used in combination with a hook, an eye, or skirt hook. Snaps work in pairs with a male and female snap. The male snap has a nub that protrudes out the front and a smooth back. The female side has a divot and the back side is not smooth. The back side of the female looks a bit like the front side of the male, so be sure not to sew it on upside down. Place the male snap with the flat side down, centered on the center along the top edge of the project. Thread a needle with a double thread and tie a knot in the end. Begin by pushing the needle down through one of the holes. Pull until the knot is caught against the fabric. Push the needle back up just outside the hole. Pull until the thread is taut. Push the needle back in through the same hole and pull until the thread is taut. Repeat 3 or 4 times within the same hole. Periodically check both sides of your work to be sure that both threads are pulled taut. When you are ready to move to the next hole, go back down through the snap but not through the fabric. Travel between the fabric and the snap to the next hole. Sew 3 times around the edge just like in the first hole. Repeat in all the remaining holes. To save time, it is sometimes possible to sew around the edge of the snap in one motion. If you do this, be sure that the work remains neat and even from both sides. When you have finished sewing around each hole in the snap, tie a knot to finish. Make a circle with the thread, wrap the thread around your needle twice, pull the thread until the needle is snug against the fabric, place your thumb on the thread loops to hold it in place, pull the needle through until the knot is tight. Repeat a second time. Push the needle under the first layer of fabric and come up about 1/8 of an inch away. Clip your thread flush with the fabric. You have completed sewing the male side of the snap. Because the back side of the female snap looks a bit like the front side of the male snap, they can be sewn in upside down. Be sure that the divot side of the female snap is facing up. Place the snap on the center tick mark along the bottom edge of your project. With a double thread, stitch around each one of your female snap's holes just like you did the male snap. Snaps come in many sizes and are made by different manufacturers, so occasionally there are snaps that are very similar in size that will not hold or work together. It is always best to test that 2 snaps will fit together before sewing them on the garment. When you have finished sewing your pair of snaps, check that the two will snap together snugly but easily. You have finished sewing snaps and are ready to move on to hooks and eyes.